All right. Hello, I am back and picking up with Genesis, the seventh chapter here. Let's see what we got. All right. So the great flood. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you alone are righteous before me in this generation. Take with you 7 pillars of all clean animals, the male and its mate, and a pair of animals that are not clean, the male and its mate, and 7 pairs of the birds of the air also, male and female, to keep their kind alive on the face of all the earth. For in 7 days I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And every living thing that I have made I will blot out from the face of the ground." And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood and the waters came on the earth. And Noah with his sons and his wife and his sons' wives went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Of clean animals and of animals that are not clean, of the birds and of everything that creeps on the ground, two and two, male and female, went into the ark with Noah, as God had commanded Noah. And after 7 days the water of the flood came on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of heaven were open. The rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. I didn't pick that up before, but it's interesting. I knew that it rained, but I didn't realize that the fountains of the great deep burst forth. So I guess that was the depiction of the water that was spewing out of the ground at the same time as it was raining um, to create such a massive um, flood. Interesting. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month of the 17th day of the month, and in the day of the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of heaven were open, the rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And on the very same day, Noah with his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons entered the ark. So there were 3 wives. It wasn't uh, the chick that um, he rescued. Um, Shem, Ham, and Japheth had wives at the time that they went onto the ark, which makes more sense for repopulation purposes. Um, and then every wild animal of every kind of they went into the ark with Noah, and two of all flesh in which there was breath of life, and those that entered, male and female of all flesh, went in as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut them in. The flood continued 40 days on the earth, and the waters increased and bore up the ark. And it rose high above the earth. The water swelled and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the face of the waters. The water swelled so mightily on the earth that all the high mountains under the whole heaven were covered. The water swelled above the mountains, covering them 15 cubits deep, and all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds, domestic animals, wild animals, and all swarming creatures that swarm on the earth, and all human beings. Everything on dry land in whose nostrils was the breath of life died. He blotted out every living thing that was on the face of the ground, human beings and animals and creeping things and the birds of the air. They were blotted out from the earth. Only Noah was left and those that were with him in the ark, and the water swelled on the earth for 150 days. So the flood existed for 150 days, and I guess it started raining 40 days and 40 nights and didn't stop until then, along with the fountains that were spewing from the earth as well. Lots of water everywhere.